Hello and welcome to City Skylines. Today we're going to start a new game and we're going to just dive straight into this really. I've played SimCity before and I've played a bit of this before as well actually, but I never really knew what I was probably doing and I just messed around with sort of the sandbox cheat mode, but now I'm going to actually try and do it legit. So I need to find like an island. So which map should we choose? Well, I'm probably not going to do a lot of resource things as in mining. I will probably do a lot of water-based things. I like to keep it all natural with wind and water. So I like that one. I like the Two Rivers one. That one's nice. It has like a little lake in it as well. And because we're British, we'll choose left-hand traffic. And we'll call the city what should we call it? Lake Byshore. I couldn't really think of anything creative there. Okay, cool. Let's go. You can obviously rename it later on in the game as well, so that's alright. So yeah, we're gonna try and dive straight into this game. Start off easy and build up. As I said before, usually when playing this game, I always do the sandbox and then set it so I can have a lot of money. Try and just cheat my way through it and unlock all the items. Yeah, so let's go. Okay, here we go. Right, so we started off. Obviously, this is our first milestone we need to get. We have no major things really. We already know how to play the game. So this is our first area. We need to build a main road first. If I remember the controls, that's it. So I'll usually like to build a nice section in. I'll put a single road and that'll unlock the rest of them. So I can delete that. And we will bring in a nice 4-lane road. We'll put this down here. And for either side, if we can get any motorway stuff yet, no we can't. But we can have these ones. Either side will have these going off and on. Then we have the motorway coming down onto here. And then I think we should have a roundabout. Now that's not a big roundabout, so we'll make our own so it's double laned. If I can remember right, I have to... Yeah, there we go. Oops, a daisy. I'll do it again. It may not be a perfect circle. Yeah, that last one is a little bit crap. Let's do that again. I think that's the best we're going to get, isn't it? Try again on this side. I just like to have things look sort of symmetrical. I'm sure if there's anyone that's played this game before that's watching, you'll agree. That's probably the best we're going to get for now. We will come back and clean that up later on. But for now, we need to zone some residential. So we'll have a road come off. We'll put like a nice little residential zone up here for when you come in. Oh, I want to go back up the straight roads. So put that up there. Then we can bring this up here. And we'll put a line there. And we'll put one about... Oh, one more up. There we go. And one more just to fill in all... Oops. One more to fill in all the spaces. There we go. Now before I put that down, I am going to add some power. Now I like to keep all my wind things out the way, so there's no noise. So I'll add that there. And run a power cable, which is very expensive, all the way down here. Nice. We'll do the same thing. That is more expensive for water, but in the long run it'll be worth it. And then we'll put the outlet of stuff down there. And we'll run the piping all the way over here. You can run a nice straight line down here and another one here, just in case there's some more housing there. Cool. Apparently this one doesn't have power though, so I'll just look that up. There we go. Right, cool. I need to add some residential now. So we'll get a brush out and we'll put this all down here. I don't like it on the ends, so I usually go up to about there. I'll do the same for this one. That seems about right. And do the same thing here. Maybe not as far down actually. No, we'll keep this road here actually free from housing. Just for the reason of this is the entrance road and we don't want it to be too busy. In case of lots of traffic coming in. So we'll keep that road nice and clear. I'll put this residential out a bit more, just for people that want to upgrade their houses and things like that. Because you always need to think sort of ahead in the long run, because already these houses are quite big. There we go. So what else do we need? So far we're okay for water, I believe. I can't remember how you view. I think it's up here. Yes, we've got a lot of electric and a lot of water. Now I could bring it down in the budget panel, which I think I might do soon because the money is currently terrible, but it should be fine. I'll add some more residential as well down this area. We'll just do the same thing of build some more roads down here. I always like to build my roads like in a straight line. Later on in the game I will make some fancy curvy roads and things like that, but for now we'll just stick to this pattern because it's simple and it works really. That's just the honest answer really, it works. And you don't get any mess of areas colliding or stuff like that. So there we go. That's that area nicely filled in. We'll wait for that residential to grow. Now we are starting to get a demand for commercial and industrial. Now if I look at the wind, I believe it's up here. I don't know how you check which way the wind blows, but from looking at the windmill, I believe it's going this way. Okay. So let's make a nice road along here, because this is going to be the industrial area. I think we need one of these roads off it. So we'll throw one of those down. And we'll throw a nice road up here. We'll put all these little off-roads as well. These can be all the little industrial areas. Now hopefully the wind doesn't change too much because I don't want to pollute this area over here. Now you see it's already changing there. But it should be fine for now. So let's throw this industrial down here. Zone this all out. Again, I don't like it on the edges of the road, just so it reduces traffic really. because you don't want trucks turning into that area. What we can do actually is we could throw another line down here. And put some industrial on this area too. Oops, don't want it there. There we go. I could go for the smaller brush, but I like to fill in all the area quickly. But there's that chance there of messing up so many times. Now we're getting a demand for commercial as well. So I need to go and make it sort of... I always like to make a commercial sort of estate, or like a big shopping centre area where all the big shops would be. At least then all the shops are in the same area and all the trucks can only deliver there. It just keeps everything like compact. And I like a compact, clean game. Obviously, as I said, I don't play this often enough to think about things like that. But it's something you've got to think about in the long run for this game. So what we'll do is we need to fix this water first. Bring that down there. And down there. And also put one of these across here for the factories there. And that should have power for places that come across. We're okay for electric and water. I believe our power will go down at some point, so just in case I'm going to throw one here. Right, now let's build a road down. And off the road on this side. I could have put it on this area, but I want to do it on this side, because then it reduces the stress of building over there for the industrial. This will be our commercial area. Don't need to go all the way. Yeah, that's right there. Awesome. I think we'll just bring it along once more. Bring it down. There we go. It does look a little bit funny there actually, doesn't it? But it's because I've built it at a weird angle. So it's not completely straight. Oh no, that's going to bother me now. Gonna have to fix that. And this side is gonna have to be done the same. There we go. Run a line through there and a line through there. So what we're needing right now is the commercial. We'll throw all the way along the back, I think. No, like these intersections should be fine. We'll put it all down here. Put it all down this side too, except for this end. And we'll spread this area out across here too. Oops. Come back and fix these bits up. There we go. Now this area over here has no water. So all we've got to do is extend this out and do the same along here one more time. And I think I'm going to have to bring out a power line as well, just for now. Just until enough is built so it can spread. And even with the being a commercial demand, a residential demand, there's an area here, yet nothing is building. So I'll speed up time a little bit. get everything building. And already it's starting to thrive. Hopefully residential will start growing soon on this side. Yeah, there we go, you see. Small little household. Now for some reason the happiness of some of these people is quite low. Or was that just that single household? Because if it was, I can easily just boost up the happiness with a couple of parks once I unlock them. We're finally making money. Cool. Oh, these people need power. There you go, people. Oh, I accidentally destroyed a house. You could be happy now, have some power. We should need to wait for some houses to build here so it can possibly spread across. And these places require workers, which they will get once all these houses are built. Although it looks like I do need some more residential. So I'm going to have to destroy those houses. Very sorry to the people that just moved in. Oh, there we go. We've just reached up our milestone. So that is a little hamlet. Reach a population of 420. So we now can do taxes, loans. We've got services to garbage, healthcare and education. So we have the elementary school, medical clinic and landfill site. Obviously we're not going to go straight into them yet. And I believe that's what we've just received. Yeah, it is. That's our next one. But we have these things ready, and it means we can now build them whenever we're ready to. So that's pretty awesome. At some point we will need to start putting these in place though, because garbage will build up quickly now that this is unlocked. Just zone this last bit of residential. There we go. Now everything, it does look like I'm keeping everything to this side at the moment, but that is because for the time being I want to keep everything together, so I'm not spending as much money on roads. But I'm planning on having this area as more more industrial. This area and possibly down here will be residential, and most of this area will be commercial and offices and stuff when they get unlocked. Which is always a good idea to have offices instead of your commercial, because the offices don't require as much use from the industrial, and the office is also classed industrial. Right, I'll just wait for these houses to build up. Has the power spread across yet? I can remove this single power line here, but there's nothing to bridge this gap. So what we may do is, more so just for the health benefits as well, is add a clinic right there. And we no longer need this power cable. But that clinic's also going to help because obviously it's a clinic and people need healthcare. And with it being on this link road, it goes to all the residential and can go straight out onto the roundabout. Ooh, what's this? Hot dog van. We can rename objects in districts. We already knew that. Let's see, is there anybody walking around on the street? Who have we got? Who's this? Leighton Adams. Ready to wear limited. Cool. We're still needing a lot of resident. Oh, oops. Water. Just need to prepare in advance for all these things. I keep forgetting to do this. For now as well, I'm going to have to build out a road. Put a little side road up here. And we will throw a landfill site down. So now we can take care of garbage, which means our healthcare shouldn't be as bad, because there will be no rubbish around for people to get ill. So garbage trucks, do your worst.